Take a deep breath in and exhale. Close your eyes. Keep breathing deeply. See yourself entering into a place that goes beyond the physical place that you are at. It's a place that you can call a special, magical, blessed, sacred. Use the word that resonates with you the most. This is your space. It is in your meditation, and it is about your life. If you decide, you can take this space, this mindset all day long with you. If by any reason you choose not to, I don't know how to, relax. Right now, just be. Right now, just be here. If by any chance you go out and you perceive you have a lot of stress, lot of things, remember, remember that the shifts that started here will give fruit even later, when you least expect it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. See yourself in the present, surrounded by the entity that you value the most. God, the higher power, the source, the universe, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, the all-powerful Spirit, the grand organized design, whatever it is that you believe in, it is perfect. Even in the perceived imperfection, other concerned citizens have already expressed to you, or including if you are having doubts or fear about your own belief, because if that was true, then by this time it was supposed to fill the blank. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that it was a wise decision to step up into this meditation, into this space. Declare that by having done so, you got out of the trap of doing more stuff, and you gave yourself time for your mind to become sharper and more precise, for your spirit to become stronger, and for your heart to become more loving. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are willing and able to make the most of this time and from your life. Declare that you are totally receptive for your message for today, because you are aware that whatever it is that shows up is coming all the way from the subconscious to the conscious. Even if it's something that you have heard before, and suddenly you have a shift on your perspective. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Declare that you are willing, that you are totally committed to receive your message for today as an ally, and to interview it with curiosity. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let go the attachment to a specific way or form for your message for today. Are you aware? The message could show up as a thought, memory, body sensation, particular emotion. Something inside this space, something that shows up later. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go the attachment to a specific message for today. Is that message a possibility? Indeed, it could be. It could be. Could it be that it doesn't show up today, but it shows up later? Yes, that could happen. Could it be that today's message is another, something totally different? As a matter of fact, yes, it could be. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, ask yourself, am I remembering that the universe is infinite? Infinity rules. Infinity rules. Therefore, in a universe that is infinite, or do you believe the universe is an infinite? In a universe that is infinite, is there the possibility that is an endless possibilities of message for today? Of course it could be. So right now, declare that I am totally receptive for my message for today. And from a place of love, I align with it. I adjust my perspective about the message for today. And from a place of love, because the key is in love, I align with it. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel yourself, see yourself, observe yourself, and whatever it is that is showing up is part of the message. Put it in front of you. Relax. You are in a safe space. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And declare that you remove obstacles. You choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, observe what is happening, what is coming. A thought, memory, body sensation, particular emotion. Something that inspires you or put you in despair. Something attached to your past, to your present circumstances, or to your future. If it is attached to your future, could it be in some way attached to your fear that the past will be repeated or the present circumstances will be repeated? Are you concerned that you won't be able to adapt to fill the blank? Take anything that is showing up, put it in front of you. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Take a deep breath in and exhale. The question is, what do you believe about the concept of adaptation? Do you believe adapt is essential for you to fill the blank? Or do you perceive that adapt is what have keep you in problems. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Look into your past. Is it possible that in the vast amount of possibilities you're looking to a moment that you were unable to adapt and fill the blank? That you weren't wise according to your perceptions now, and you choose fill the blank instead of fill the blank? Or are you looking at the moment that you perceived someone should have adapted and they didn't? Observe your emotions about it. Feel them. See which labels you place on yourself to those moments. See which labels others place on yourself and you believe them due to any of those moments. Is it possible that for the sake of peace you choose to adapt to fill the blank and then you were miserable? Every day you feel worse and worse. And from that moment you choose not to adapt anymore to fill the blank. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I know. I choose when and how to adapt. What if right now you choose to ask yourself, is it resistant to adapt, to adaptation, the obstacle? Could it be the resistance to adaptation, the obstacle? Your resistance to adapt, or others' resistance to adapt, or your perceptions about how others should adapt or not? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. What do you perceive? You have to adapt. You must adapt. You should adapt. What do you perceive you would love to adapt? Do you realize the different energies when you choose something that you would love to adapt versus something that you believe you should, you have, you must adapt? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Take a deep breath in and exhale. If you feel compelled to share with me, actually I am pretty great choosing when and how to adapt. That's the reason I am so successful at fill the blank. Thank you for being here. Or on the other hand, if you are feeling you have no idea how many things I have tried to adapt to fill the blank, and I haven't been able because of fill the blank. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. There is something very deep for you here. Thank you for staying. Do you realize that when you perceive, you adapt in some way, and you interact with someone that you perceive, they adapt in another way? They either adapt in another way that you do or don't adapt to the same things that you do. Is it possible that automatically you are closing yourself to their ideas or projects? You are closing yourself to the possibility to collaborate with them. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Do you feel free to remove obstacles? Do you feel free to choose when and how to adapt? Are you thinking that this meditation is about you adapting to whatever it is, fill the blank, or not adapting to fill the blank? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, remember this meditation is about expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness. And by being here, you are reaching that. By being here, you are giving the instruments for your mind, for your spirit, for your heart, to be able to have the wisdom and discernment to choose when to adapt or not, or to adapt in your own terms. Could that be possible? That is for you to find out. That is for you to find out. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles and I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles and I choose when and how to adapt. Do you realize that in order for you to step up into new levels of service, profit, health, freedom, and greatness, in whichever way you value the most, your willingness to consciously and intentionally choose when and how to adapt makes a whole difference in the interactions that you have with people, places, and circumstances. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles and I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles and I choose when and how to adapt. Look, if there is any moment in your past that you perceive you adapted and now you're saying, I shouldn't have adapted to that. Never, never again, never again. What did you learn from that experience? did you grow from that experience? How did you evolve to become the masterpiece you are today? Ah, you are saying I am a masterpiece because you don't know me. Well, maybe I don't know you physically, but I do know a couple of things about you. I know that you are here looking for answers. I know you are here because you are willing to do different things. I know that there are billions of beings and there is only one you. One unique combination of skills, knowledge, abilities, talent, experiences, even fear. Only one combination. You are the best you. No one can play you as you. They could try to dress like you, to make their hair like you, to duplicate anything particular about you, but they can't be you. And that makes you a masterpiece. Masterpiece is unique as you. So are you willing to adapt to the fact that you are a masterpiece? Or you want to keep adapted to those limitations that yourself or others place on you? Is your choice. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt and declare I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I adapt to go for outstanding. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, because the key is always on love. I adapt to go for outstanding. How does that look like for you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Does that mean that your desire to adapt will make that there will no challenge on your pathway? Is that the fantasy? Having no challenge. I am going to adapt to whatever it is just to have no challenge. Could that be the obstacles that you have the expectative that if you adapt to fill the blank, then fill the blank? What do you believe will happen or not happen? Is it possible that you are perceiving that you have to adapt to fill the blank without being committed to adapt to fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. Look into the future. Are you willing to adapt into a future where you listen, actively listen, in every area of your life: vocational, physical, financial, familiar, mental, spiritual, social. And since the future is there and you have this moment, are you willing to start to practice today? To listen actively, to have the information to be able to choose wisely when and how to adapt or not, because that's a choice. Take a deep breath in and exhale, observing if you are believing adapt is good or adapt is bad. Have you ever thought that adapt is a tool? You choose when to use the tool. Do you feel free to choose when to use the tool or not? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles. I choose when and how to adapt. I remove obstacles and I choose when and how to adapt. Blessings.